be your father figure. Put your time in mine. I will be your patient teacher. Anything you had in mind. I will be your father figure.
Yeah, you're all about charities, man.
I love it.
What's the skinny? Where's that start from?
It started 10 years ago, truthfully. My brother Ryan, who was always in the crowd watching, broke his back. And he was going back to his sophomore year of college, and he had to learn how to walk again. He went from dunking a basketball at 6'7". So he went from dunking a basketball to being bedridden for a year. And after that, you know, I'd hang out with him every day. He'd come home for lunch and just hang out with him and talk. And once we started getting his body back in order, we wanted to start giving back. So we started going to the Children's Hospital in Denver. And we made it a routine. We'd go 2-3 times a week, as often as we could.
Yeah.
And then I got to where music was picking up. I moved. And we always went on Christmas. So now the ritual is to always go back to Denver Children's on Christmas. So, you know, I'll be there this Christmas. This will be my 8th year in a row.
Right on.
And I just go room to room. I sing to every kid there, whatever they want to hear. And this year they'll actually know who I am.
Talk to me about being a family member, seeing your brother go from, you know, shooting these baskets to just breaking his back and being in that state. I mean, it's got to be a hard thing, obviously for the patient and himself, but as a family member watching your brother go through that.
Because when we're growing up, I'm the youngest of 5 boys.
Yeah.
So we're growing up, I'm getting beat up every day. I can't win a fight at home to save my life. And you know, to see one of my strongest brothers go from being able to beat me up to not being able to take care of himself was a big shock for me.
Are you used to these limos yet when you go places?
I did. Truthfully, I really haven't been in a lot of limos. I've been in a lot of Lincoln cars and a lot of taxis.
Yeah.
But this caught me off guard. That was awesome.
It always makes me think of prom and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But,
well, we got enough people in here. We're going to the dance.
Were you a prom person? Did you take the cheerleader?
You know, I only went 1 year.
Yeah.
And I took a friend. I didn't want to make it all nervus and try to expect something or expect something for myself or her or anything. So I just took her. We had a blast. We danced. I sang at my prom.
Oh, no kidding.
Sang one of my own songs that I wrote. And the CD skipped. So I was like, wait a second, we stopped. We started again. And no, I was singing. It was a track. It wasn't like la 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 la.
Thank you. This way. Oh, we have to go through this way. This is the way you guys do. All right, thank you. Nice meeting you. Thank you very much.
Did you? Hi. How are you?
We're obviously getting closer to American Idol, the start of the new season, season 6.
Yes.
Looking back on your experience, let's start with the tough stuff. What was the toughest thing about American Idol for you?
The very first audition was the hardest audition out of all of them.
Now, is that when you're talking about when you're with, 100,000 other people?
Yeah, 100,000 people auditioned, but that was total. So I went to Denver, and there were 10,000 people at 3:30 in the morning sitting outside of Mile High in Vesco Field. And it was nerve-wracking because I got there, and everyone's in a line all the way around the whole structure. And everyone's singing. So I was the opposite. I was quiet.
Yeah.
I was freezing, so I had a jacket on, had a little DVD player, and I was just watching episodes of Lost over and over and over again. And I was freezing, but I didn't want to start singing because I didn't even know if I was going to sing that day. Turns out I didn't.
Really?
So we got in. I got a ticket to audition the very next day. So the next day I'm there at 3:30 in the morning with the same line of people. And about half the people are singing because the first half had lost their voice singing the day before. So they're like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And
and you're like, yeah!
Exactly. I'm like, sucker! No, but don't sing until it's audition time. You know?
Now, did you know what you wanted to sing? How long did it take you to decide on what you were going to perform?
Everybody was British. So
really?
I was like, well, I know some Westlife if you want me to sing some of that. So they said, oh, that would be great. So I started singing all over again, a Westlife song. And it turns out that Simon Cowell is the manager of Westlife. So he had heard this song probably as much as we've heard Hit Me Baby One More Time. and I sang it for him, and he gave me approval. But I don't think he liked the fact that I sang it.
Really?
And I don't think he liked that he liked it.
Yeah. Yeah,
I can
sure.
picture him in the studio when they're doing it, going, "That was awful. Do it again." Terrible. Still here. Do it again. You just picture it. You know, it's just you can't leave. So it was definitely a big part of my life. So American Idol was the best thing I ever did.
Awesome. Ace Young, American Idol, thank you so much, and kick ass for the rest of your career.
Thank you. If I cut my hair, I'll give you a lock of it.
Thank you. I need the money out of eBay.
Hey, again, I'm curious what it goes for. So.
Right on.